Alright, I think we are live. Sweet. Nice. It's been a long time since my last stream, but I've been working a little bit on my project. Just gonna open up the chat here just in case. Okay, cool. Now we're set. Okay, perfect. Alright, so I've been focusing on level design. For the past maybe couple of months I've been doing world building, but now I'm really want to focus on level design, wanna make something interesting. So this is what I've been working on, this industrial area here. And I want to test all the mechanics I have here. Once I have that, I will feel way more comfortable. Way more comfortable just building the rest. Kinda happy to be focusing on a smaller area. Oops. Let me close that. Put it on my other monitor. Okay. So yeah, this is going to be like some kind of like industrial warehouse, and just by adding this concrete material it just feels way nicer. These guys are not going to have like a sword and shield. They're going to have like some kind of like riot shield, and like they're gonna look more like this other NPC I got here. So this is like not a maze map, it's more like a linear map, to be honest. And I've been putting a lot of blocks everywhere because I do like to kind of like mantle over things, but I mean also I want to keep it a little bit cleaner. I do like the high ceiling kind of like brutalist kind of architecture, kind of like inspiring myself on Control. It was a pretty cool game that was based on a kind of like police barrow, kind of like a police building. So yeah, I want to have this kind of like dystopian soldier, also having like a shield, like a riot shield, and some kind of like electric melee weapon. You see, like these spaces here, like very clean spaces, I like. I like them a lot, to be honest. Doesn't need to be always like very cluttered with stuff. I don't like when they kind of like say hello, like, hey, I'm here. That's kind of dumb. definitely gonna change that. This leaning mechanic is nice, but it's with Q and E, and it's kind of hard to do it while moving. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, they're like, hey, what's up? I don't know, that looks kind of ridiculous. I'm debating, should I have these rooms here where you can like pick up ammo and stuff? It's kind of like breaks the linear kind of map. Most people don't recommend having this kind of like how do you say it, like I forgot the word, like a closed space where you cannot continue. I mean, as long as you can make it very small, I think it's not a big deal. Just get into the room, get some ammo, and you leave. It's not like a long path and then like it just ends abruptly and you're like, oh, I need to go back. I do like the explosion VFX, the little rocks that fly away. Wanna add that whenever I hit the walls. I will like that. Yeah, these guys, one thing I don't like is that they aim too fast. Like as soon as you see them, you receive damage from them. I would like to have a couple of seconds for them to kind of like aim and shoot, because sometimes it feels like an aimbot. Well, it is an AI, but it just feels unnatural. Like they're not supposed to be responding so fast. Also, these icons here, the yellow icon, I'm not sure about this. I don't like knowing where the enemies are. It could be nice. Is it like this? To have some kind of like scanner ability, so where you can check where the enemies are, but not all the time. Just doesn't feel right. Yeah, so I'm having some issues with the AI getting stuck in the nav mesh, especially in the corner. So hopefully we're gonna get that fixed soon. It's kind of nice. Like, to be honest, like I'm using this RPG engine, and the developer, it's very nice. So I've been trying just to test this out as much as possible to find all the little bugs that I can find. Not just to make my project better, but to also help the developer like make his template as good as possible. There's one bug that I forgot to mention. It's a widget bug. So when you die, you still see 4 grenades on your menu, on overlay, let's say, and you don't actually have those 4 grenades. So you think you have them, but you don't. So that's a widget issue. Definitely need to fix that one. Alright, so yeah. I think that I'm going to make this look a little bit nicer. It's so easy to fall into like the visuals of things. I believe they're very important, but the gameplay is the most important thing. But definitely it's the combination of both that just becomes very hypnotic. I do like these huge walls of concrete. So yeah, let's get some textures on the rest of the meshes. All right, here we're gonna have some issues. So let me see. Hey, how is it going? Oh, dude, I don't know, man. It's yeah, it's gonna take a while. I'm trying to make like a very small area, like a very tiny area, just with enemies, just trying to test all the mechanics. Make it look nice, and make a small demo just to test it multiplayer. I'm trying to polish this little area just to, you know, try to get all the mechanics in place. Yeah. And then I'm going to expand it a little bit, but I'm not gonna stress too much. I'd rather have something very small but polished than having something big that doesn't really work. So that's my goal right now. Getting used to the Unreal Engine 5.6 menus. They change a couple of things. I do like most of the changes, but some of them are like you need to get used to. Okay, we're gonna just make a copy, project TVs, the typical workflow that I usually do, just to get these blocks to look the same. Before doing that, we need to also bake, and then UVs, project UVs, reset. So we get that same texture everywhere. Since we baked this and it is an instance, we need to reset the scale. And I think this was like that. Yeah, no, the demo it's going to be on Steam. Gonna make it public. I already tested it with private keys. Not this, but like just the, like, this kind of template that the thing comes with, just to test the multiplayer, just to see if I can like play with somebody else, and it worked, so I'm pretty happy with that. But once I have something like this area finished to a point that I'm very very happy with, I'm definitely gonna um, most likely release it as a public demo. Maybe not public, but I will definitely share some keys for people to play it. Um, yeah, I know the delay is it's a lot. Um, yeah, also the functionality of the space. I I'm thinking like this is some kind of like warehouse, some kind of like industrial facility. So it does need some kind of train that goes around. Now the landscape is very small, but I'm thinking having like these industrial areas and having some trains, like in the some airports have these like air trains. Yes, 5.6. Getting used to it. Yeah, definitely. I will definitely let you know when I feel comfortable with sharing some keys. Uh, for sure. Yeah, I've been I don't know. I've been debating on the whole thing. It's kind of like soon to think about those things, but yeah, definitely I do want to release a demo. Alright, so we have a copy of this. First thing we need to do is bake it. After baking, we go to UVs, project UVs, box reset. Trying to get that same textile density everywhere. And then we replace this one and we reset the scale. Okay, cool. Oh, 60 frames per second. No, I don't think so. I've been getting around 30 and it's just boxes. It's just cubes. So I'm not sure about the performance. Yeah. I hope I reach 30. Yeah, that's gonna be very interesting. Bake, project UVs, reset. Okay, cool. Nice. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's kind of like the thing that I would like to that I'm very excited about. Like I wanna see how nice can I make it look, and then how much can I optimize it. That's that's very interesting. Uh, let's see. Let's bake this one. Yeah, that's gonna be very cool. Trying to make it run as smooth as possible. Nice. Just adding concrete to the walls really adds a lot to it. Yeah, like, to be honest, like, it's also like a design challenge. Like, how much detail do I need to add to make it look cool? It's very interesting. Like, I'm really enjoying this process. Bake transform. Oh. Yeah, I need to be careful with this process. I need to go Control B to browse, D to duplicate. Once I have a duplicate, now I can bake it. Then I can go to UV's project, UV's box reset. Now I can grab this one, change it for that one, and reset the scale. There you go. Trim sheets, yeah, trim sheets are super nice. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how many original assets I'm going to have. I have these very cool asset packs that I've been playing with these past months, like and I have all these projects like saved, so I haven't lost any of my progress. Like, for example, I have the big map that had the desert and the swamp, all saved here. Then I have this other one which is only the desert, where I was playing with the Aaron landscapes. And then I have this one, which is the first blockout, and then I went into 5.6. So yeah, all my progress is there, and that's very cool. All right, so here. Now the question is, do we want all of this to be concrete? Some of these can be like these super nice Megascan boxes with a tarp on top. Okay, the idea here is to find one piece that repeats and then try to repeat as many pieces as we can. Do the trims for both own assets and asset packs. You mean like trim sheets for textures, or what kind of trim do you mean? Hey Malcolm, how's it going? Yeah, Imperium, the game's still going. I took a break from that project. I was working on the map and the level design, but um, yeah, I I'm not a level designer. I it's something that I do want to learn, but yeah, I felt that I was just getting stuck, and I was not. Uh, I was not progressing. So I took a break, but the project's still going. Ryu's still working on the project, and I think he has other people now. Maybe in the future I can come back and help. Um, Maybe with set dressing or with environment art, just making things look pretty once they have like the main kind of like block out ready, because we were having some issues with that. Um, not issues, but just trying to figure out what they wanted for the game. Let's UV project, UV box reset. Nice. Now that we have this one, we can change all of those. Nanite triangle percentage needs to be reduced for asset packs. Yeah, talking about nanite, like some of the assets I have, they're very low poly. Um, like very low poly. For example, these things are just a box. Like if we look at them, they're they're basically a triangulated box. I mean, it has the least amount of triangles possible. So making that nanite, I don't think it will be beneficial. Um, that's kind of like what I heard about, like very low poly props. Before I was worrying about bevels and making the edge like, have like a nice edge and like the bevel and stuff, but now I'm like, do we really need that? Like, we are just going to be running around these areas. Like nobody's gonna like look at the edge of the of the concrete. Yeah, for high dense meshes, yes, definitely. Yeah, I'm using nanite for the landscape, virtual shadows, which I think it works better with nanite. Um, all those things. I wish I can like make a script or something to like make this process faster, because I'm gonna do this a lot. So it's bake, add this texture, and then UVs, project UVs, reset. So we get the same resolution on the texture, and it feels part of the same thing. Surface cache method for Lumen in project settings. Yeah, I'm kind of like new to all these settings. Ray lighting mode, surface cache. I think that's the one. We can have heat lighting for reflections and heat lighting. Yeah, I think those are for mirrors and stuff. Those are very performance heavy. I was trying to make a mirror with Lumen, and yeah, definitely not good for performance. Absolutely. So you saw the new stuff that is coming to Unreal 5.6? The new templates we got and stuff. I really like the fighting one. Like, they have like these charge attacks. Like, I really want to make this laser gun that you can like charge and then poof, release like a huge beam. That would be so nice. Put some cool sound effects. Is this the same block we have here? No, but we can definitely use it. Detail tracing to global tracing. Detail. Detail tracing to global tracing. I guess that's Lumen as well. Global tracing. Okay, so detail tracing is when using software ray tracing, Lumen will trace against individual mesh distance fields for highest quality. Cost can be high in scenes with many overlapping instances. Global tracing, when using software ray tracing, Lumen will trace against the global distance field for faster traces. Okay, so this is going to like be more performant, because it's gonna like trace against everything. Instead of like individual meshes. I don't see much difference. So that's good. If that's the option that is better for performance. Okay. Now we have this one. So this is the thing I want to like make a script of. For example, if I click this asset, I want to go Control B to browse, Control D to duplicate. Once duplicated, I want to change it on the static mesh. Now, once changed, I want to go to Xform, Bake Transform, Accept. Then I want to go to UVs, Project UVs, Box Reset. And finally, I want to add the same material that I've been using. I want to make all those clicks into one scripted action. Like click, so I can do that for all the other meshes I need. But I need to be careful because, for example, when I have symmetry like this, I don't want to make two copies. I just want to reuse the same one as much as possible. Yeah, I'm super excited about the templates. It's been a long time since we don't get templates. It's very very cool stuff. Finally, they added enemies. I was like, whoa! Like, how come they don't have enemies in their templates? That's very impressive. Very very cool stuff. Even like a horror template and stuff like that's super cool. Yeah, nice. X form, bake transform. Up. I always get this wrong. Control B, Control D. Remember to change this thing. Bake transform. UVs, project UVs, reset. Nice. Now we can browse this and set it here. Reset the scale cause it's baked already. Yeah, this thing that I'm doing now, it took me it took me a while to learn. Remember my first blockout job? My co-worker was so mad at me. Like, he was like, dude, like, I mean, I like what you're doing visually, but technically it's just terrible. Like, you are not snapping anything, you are not using instances, you are not, like, this is crazy. He told me I basically need to redo what you made. Okay, so we're gonna get this one. The probably smartest way to do this is a triplanar texture, so I can just use the same cube and just scale it. That's probably the smartest, to be honest, instead of making all these copies. Yeah, to be honest. Just being lazy with the material. Since this is not a triplanar material, it's kind of like a layered material, so don't want to get into materials right now. All right, here. Just want to make sure that this is a new instance. Then I'm going to, if you think you're currently running at epic scalability, bro, change it to high. Yeah, I'm running on epic right now. Yeah, it's okay. Like, it's I mean, for editing, I don't think it's gonna cause any problems. UVs, project UVs, bloop, reset. Nice. Does it look the same? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so now I want to get some boxes. Your typical Megascan box. This is the asset that everybody uses. Where's the fab stuff? Is it a plugin now or something? Did they change that? Oh yeah. Yeah, let's see, maybe by the end of the month, I think my freelance contract will end and I will be hopefully streaming full time. until I get another job. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to go full time and work on this. Um, hey Briggs, how is it going? Long time no see. Did you check the new templates on Unreal 5.6? There's this fighting template and this horror template and stuff. Super cool things. Oh, there's a mosquito here. I'm super scared of mosquitoes. Like, it will be cool to have like a mechanical mosquito in the game. Alright, now we have the fab thing. And I forgot how to use fab. Megascan. Industrial, I think. I forgot how to filter this out. Quixel, I think it is. Yeah, it's super nice. Like, very excited about those templates. They have like a charge attack and like AI enemies and stuff. Very cool stuff. Quixel. So how do we? Okay, now we access the Quixel stuff. Okay. Oh my god. Totally forgot how to search this thing. I don't know. Quixel Industrial. Okay, I'm seeing Megascans. Can I go Quixel? Okay. Okay, these are the boxes, nice. So how many of these do we have? Oh, I wish I could see like the family of assets like Quixel Bridge. Oh, everybody misses Quixel Bridge. It was so nice. But it's okay, you know. Like sometimes you need to destroy the old stuff to create better stuff. I know Fab is gonna get very good. Like that's my hope. He's getting better, definitely. All right, so let's see. This looks like a box. I think I like this one. So yeah, let's go medium. Add to project. This is super cool. Like in 5.6, when you have folders and you make them very small, you get the name on top of them, which is super cool. That's a new addition. So this box right here, it's very small. I was not expecting this to be so small. So this box, we need to do something with this. Okay, this box right here, it needs to be 1 by 1 meter. It doesn't really need to, like, let me see if I can like mantle over this, because I'm not exactly sure what is the mantle height for this. Oh my god, like, are you serious? Did they change the scale of the Megascans? Oh my god. Well, That's not very nice. I remember this was bigger, but no problem. So let's get a box which is gonna be a 1x1. I'm snapping to 100. Okay, so this box, let's copy this. Yeah, they're being given like a lot of very cool free assets. Yep, that's what I want. I want this box to be at least 1 meter. Right there. If we stretch it, does it look too ugly? I think we shouldn't stretch it. No, let's respect the scale. The uniform scale of this. Okay, now that feels a little bit nicer. Still getting used to this snapping thing, which is the same, it's just that they changed this menu, and I'm like, it's time to get used to it, because yeah, definitely. I recommend you, Bricks, to use the one of the templates that comes with Unreal and just make it look nice. And I think it's still too small. Like, it feels wrong, like absolutely wrong. Yeah, just grab one of those templates and make something very, very tiny. For example, now my goal is to finish a very small level. Like, this is what I got now. I just wanna make it look nice, wanna add some enemies, wanna make sure that the mechanics work. I wanna have a ranged enemy, melee enemy, and just make it nice, make it look cool. Add sounds, music, and that's it. Just very tiny level. All the open world and world building stuff that I was making, it's on another project, and I do wanna try to bring it little by little, but I kind of wanna make a game, because I've been building worlds and making things look nice and everything, but kind of wanna make it functional. Again, I lost my box, but I'm gonna delete the unused boxes I'm not using on the level once I'm finished with this. Okay, so this is 1x1. What happens? Before doing anything, let me just make a copy of this one, and this one we're gonna replace here, and I'm gonna bake this one so we know it's almost 1x1. Now we can make it twice as big. Okay, I wanna see if I can mantle over that. Yeah, definitely. This is not working with the mantle, cause I believe that I probably need a collision channel for this. Maybe it's the collision, or let's see what's wrong with this. Okay, so we do have some custom collisions here, so can I just copy all this collision stuff? Copy. No, not really. So it's custom, and it's an overlap. Oh, not like that. It's an overlap on projectile, and do we have any tag? I don't. Yeah, I don't think we have any tags for this. Okay, let's see. If I make this box twice the size, can I mantle over this? What? Oh, it has no collision now. Okay. Okay, it's cool. So yeah, that height works. Okay, I wanna also trace a traversal trace. Okay, so it works there, but yeah, it doesn't want to work on this one. The collision might be strange. Let's check what we have for collision here. Collision Alt C, I think. Okay. Oh yeah, we have these bevel edges. Yeah, this tracing thing, the mantle over everything, it just doesn't like this 45 angle thing, the bevel collision here, for some reason. So it confuses the trace sphere. So we're gonna delete that collision, remove collision. And also there's a huge collision in the floor. Like, what the hell is this? Is that kind of like, I don't know what that is. That's a weird collision on the floor. That's... let me double check. Is this actually present in the game? No, I think it's just part of the structure of the viewport inside the static mesh, I think. Yeah, we need to basically make a cube. Add simplified box collision. There you go. That's it. Let's see if we can get that collision. I'm not sure if I'm selecting it. Okay, yes. Maybe without the snapping. There you go. Close enough so the hands kind of like look like they're grabbing from the edge. Doesn't need to be super perfect. Okay, I think that's a box collision. Yay! Kinda funky. Let's try it again. It's kinda like grabbing itself from... Oh, it's a little bit higher than it's supposed to. Why is that? Um, uh, yeah, a little bit higher. And then it kind of like falls down to it. I think the animation is designed to be this height. Let's see. No, it seems fine. Let's see. Oh, it happens the same on the box, so yeah, I think. Oh, it happens everywhere. Oh my god, now it's not working so nicely. I just realized that. So the height is not 2 meters, it's a little higher. This is based on a specific height, and that height is this height right here. It is this one. So that height is 2.25 meters. It's not 2 meters, it's 2.25. Oh, still making that thing. It might also have to do with the character. This character is a little bit longer than the Gasp character, the sandbox orange character. So it might be a retargeting thing. Yeah, like if I'm gonna have different skins, this is gonna be tough to adjust for every skin. So I'm not gonna worry too much about that right now. Let's keep it 2 meters for now. Yeah. Those are the little things that every little thing complicates the game. Like for example, if I want to add another character, it's gonna hold the weapon differently. I need to adjust the kind of like animations to it and stuff. Wow, yeah. Now then you start realizing, damn, it's hard to make a game. So what's the solution? Make it very tiny, very simple. Keep it as simple as possible. Like, and that's the principle of design. Like, how simple can you make something and still communicate what you're trying to communicate? Kind of like easy to say this, but it's very it requires a lot of practice to apply. That's another little thing that happens sometimes when you mantle. The camera goes into the box. That used to happen before to me when I made this integration. Now this integration was made by the developer of the template. But that's one thing that anyways, I'm focusing on details that are not important. Yeah, I think that making a triplanar material for this is the best solution. That way I can use the same box over and over and just change the scale, because making all of this like its own individual mesh, it just doesn't make sense. It goes against the principle of modularity. Like we want to repeat as much as possible. We want to use the same instance of the same mesh as much as possible. I'm not sure how much that is gonna impact performance or anything, but I believe that will make the game lighter. I'm not sure, it's just a box, but it will be nice to make some tests and really see the performance change and like how big the game becomes. It's probably not gonna do much of a difference. So the question is, like, this material that I have here, let's add it to a collection so I can keep it nicely organized. I'm trying to keep this project very clean. So we have our collection here of all the assets that I'm using, and I'm modifying for the template. So if I get an update, nice. So we have this material, which is a complex material, and it's an instance, and I just don't know how to make this one into a triplanar material. Yeah, let's take a step back, cause I've done triplanar materials before, but okay, let's just give it a quick try. I'm gonna open my reference material and see if I can make a copy and try to make it triplanar. Not sure if it's gonna work on a layered material like this. Alright, so what do we have here? Yeah. Oh, nice. This is what I was building for the swamp environment. It's coming up. I got my modular assets right here. I got my toad character. That's gonna be nice. Very cool pipes and stuff. Okay, so triplanar. Let's see. Um, I'm super sure I have my tri-planner somewhere. Oh, it's not called tri-planner, okay. That's just a material. I think this one is tri-planner. No. World align texture. Texture size v3. Okay. Okay, I think this is what I need. This is the ultra dynamic sky, wet and dust. We don't need that for now. Just this thing. I think this is what I need. Okay, so let's see. So here, let's say I'm gonna find the parent. Okay, I'm gonna make a copy of that parent and I'm gonna push it into my collection here. Okay, and here let's rename this M concrete tri planner. Let's see. Okay, here we have all of this stuff. I doubt this is gonna work because it requires a texture, not a blend attribute. Yep, it's not. Nope, definitely not. I know there is a way to bake materials, so I can get this thing on a plane and get that image. That will be very nice. And I actually need to do that for other things. Yeah, let's just. It's funny how it's funny how I start experimenting like with stuff, but yeah, let's make a quick test, and if not, we can continue. So this is, I want to bake this and get that texture. Is there a way to do that? So UVs, project UVs 100. I think that's the same scale I've been using. Yep. Alright, so is there a way to bake this? So we have bake textures. Okay, what is this? Output type. um, material texture, vertex color, material ID, UV shell, height, curvature, position, bend, face, object normals. Can we get the texture? Can we get a higher resolution like 2K? Texture output. Okay, let's see. Because if this works, I think I might be able to bake the textures of Bellica, which will be very nice because she has very complex material setup. Yeah, I'm not sure. The source texture is not valid. No, I don't think this is gonna do what I'm trying to do. Okay, let's try it. Let's try something different. Okay, so we got material functions for concrete combined, dirt, leaks, rust, and inside this I believe there's a color texture, and it is triplanar. But not all of them are triplanar. Yeah, for example, dirt is not triplanar. Leaks, probably not triplanar. Yeah. And it's not gonna look so nice because some of these textures are not designed to be triplanar. No. I think also this is not gonna tile. Very nicely. No, this is not designed like that. Yeah. Making a reference to this somewhere. It's okay. There's no reference. All right, well, yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm not gonna have so many pieces. So many different pieces. And also this material, like, it looks very, very nice. Yeah, let's just go with it. All right, so let's see. And this might fit in here. Material. Okay, I was like, what? There you go. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to reuse as much as possible. We have these boxes. I can also go for like a Minecraft approach and reuse the same one to build like bigger pieces. Yeah, I seriously have no clue what's the best approach, but yeah, I'm worrying too much about this. I don't think it's gonna really cause much issues. Okay, I'm gonna rebuild this. Oops, getting a little dark in here. Let's see. Yeah, they're not baked. Kind of hard to see. What do we have here? this material reacts very nice to the light. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and I also don't want to add, like, I could find a simple concrete material. Well, actually, I think I have a solution for this, but I don't want to mix the textures too much. I actually forgot about this material. I made tileable instance. Well, oh, they changed that. Okay, so right click, zoom, left, spin. Okay. Yeah, this is actually, this could be a good solution for this. Totally forgot about this tiling material. It combines like different layers and it just makes it very nice. This is very mossy for the swamp, but can definitely make a variation for the desert. Okay, anyways, yeah, let's just get it. Hopefully these two are the same. Yeah, I really like this material. That's the only thing that is keeping me from changing it to a triplanar. Also, I'm gonna use other assets that come with this material. So I'm like, kind of like wanna keep things together. Let's bake up. Jesus, keep making the same mistake. Change the instance, bake it. I'm gonna I'm gonna script this because I'm doing this a lot. Projects. Okay, let's. Who knows, maybe at the end I can just merge the whole thing. I need to ask somebody who knows more about this because I really have no clue. If I should be worrying that much about this. Okay, yeah, it just starts looking so much nicer with the concrete. Little boxes. Alright, okay, let's get these ones. can just leave them like this, but it's, you see the textile density, the stretching, and definitely it's not gonna be very nice. Let's make a duplicate, bake, UV, project, box, reset, dimensions, proportional, and now we have this same scale of textile density. Just need to remember which ones I'm making. Also, it doesn't make sense for this to be all concrete. Like, this is the thing that this is where you actually need to sit down and look for some reference and be like what kind of space I'm building. Like, need to make sense of this. That's kind of like interesting. Like, that's when like you have like some block out that you're feeling good with, but you want to make it into, you want to step into the environment art side of things, and then it's like, well, for this environment to be very impactful and like really what's the word, Jesus, forgot the word, immersive, it needs to be believable. It needs to be like, okay, this makes sense. We are in like some kind of like nuclear facility, and like they have this room here because it does this purpose. And yeah, design, it's all about purpose. Like, what is this for? Inside, like, you know, the world of the game, like, what are we gonna use this room for? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna power through these ones. Should probably be naming them, like, so I can like reuse them nicely. Okay, cool. So this is a 3x6. Cool. What do we got here? This one and that one, and I think we are done with this room. All right. Should this be concrete or boxes? Let's just add. Here we don't want to snap. Let's break the symmetry. Let's push them to this side. Enough space so we can actually mantle there. It's okay. We can probably separate them a little bit, flip them. I wonder, like, if I rotate them a little, are they still gonna work for the mantling? I think so. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, just gonna trace anyways. Nice. That way we can add a little bit of that imperfection. Oh, this is what I like, just jumping into details. Cool, nice. So we have this. These towers look absolutely ridiculous. And the entrance looks absolutely ridiculous. It's like, hey, we are entering like a super secured like barrier and the door is open, like there's nothing there, just come in. There needs to be some kind of like entrance with like some kind of like fence and higher towers connected. Yeah, this entrance definitely makes no sense. We need to have that external. Oh crap, out of memory for skin cache. Don't tell me that these couple of props already are taken. Ooh, 40 frames per second, 1080. Barely adding a couple of props. This is not good at all. Come on, Real. Where's the megalite technology and we got that little tweaking on the character. That's gonna be fixed soon. Also, the upper spine moves while holding the gun. Kind of looks kind of strange. Breaks a little bit the body, but we're getting there. Yeah, that looks a little strange. Should the spine stay steady, or should it move the shoulders? I think it should move the shoulders. That's a kind of like difficult thing to achieve. While running, we should be moving the arms a little bit more. It seems like they're not following the upper spine. Huh. I'm not sure how this animation blending is working. Okay. All right, we got this thing. Nice. Oh well, I have another project open that might be taking some performance. Yeah, let's try to get these catwalks here. I wanna make a little room. Collection has local unsaved or uncommitted changes. Okay, just save. Okay, I didn't know that you need to save your collection as well. That's nice. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's get the catwalks. Is it this one? Yep. That's so nice that you can like change the version instead of like needing to have that engine installed. That's very nice. 800 megabytes, not bad. Okay, we got stock. We lost the textures for this. That's kind of weird. We were using some substance materials for this. Do we have the substance stuff? Ah, okay, that's probably why. Anyways, let's close this one. Okay, cool. We're back. Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of nice, like how it is already. Kind of wanna like use it like this for some of the areas. Box brush, not sure what that is. Gonna make a little folder, call it lighting. Oh, it's already there. Okay. Now I want all the static meshes without this. this can go to lighting. Okay. And where are the boxes? Oh, these are the box brush. Wow. Box brush. Haven't seen that before. Is that what you make with the cube grid? Kind of strange thing right here. Okay, I do want to get those boxes. Let's see. I hope they translate to the other. Select all descendants. Okay. Including the folder. And let's see if we can actually just instance foliage. What the hell? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Nice. We got. Do we have the boxes? Yep. Let's see how it looks. Nice. Okay, we got this thing. I'm not sure if that's the old Unreal kind of like modeling tools. I kind of need to research this. It's kind of new. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to okay, yeah, it's yeah. It's a little higher, okay, so am I actually selecting the whole thing? Okay. Oh. That doesn't really matter. Just want to have it right there as a reference. Yeah, whatever. Oh, this is empty anyway, so yeah. All right. Okay, for this area, okay, I have just flat catwalks, 90-degree corners, and that's it. Let's see what pieces can I use from this. Actually, let's get all these boxes and make it a folder box brush. Okay, nice. Before anything, let's check scale. Okay, want to make sure that stairs, they feel the stairs feel kinda okay. But the height, yeah, it's part of this. So this handrail feels very tall. Like, look at this retargeter, just messes up when I move far away from it. Yeah, it's something I need to figure out. There might be a setting for this. So it's too tall when I go on the stairs, but it's too low when I'm actually on the flat surface. It needs to be a little higher. If I make everything bigger, it won't feel right. Yeah, I remember working with this catwalk on the other swamp level, and I made it higher on the flat areas. Yeah, this will require definitely a lot of work to get right. This character is also a little too tall, but it just doesn't feel right, the difference that I get here. You see, it's almost in the head. Oh my god, she's tweaking so much. That IK is like, oh, I don't know where to stand. Okay, yeah, I cannot make it bigger, and I'm not gonna go over just modifying every single handrail and then make the connection right. Oh no, it's a lot of work. Okay, let's find out what pieces do we need. Okay, so basically I need straight pieces. Straight pieces that have this angle. Okay. Square pieces. They have that angle. Okay. Probably don't need the handrail on both sides. So let's start with these pieces. Okay. I think I got this one. Okay. Okay, getting a little stuck. Snap rotation. Okay, let's see if we can find that connection. And okay, yep, that's kind of like the closer. Definitely don't need those handrails against the wall. That gives a lot of scale. Like, whoa! Now it feels huge. The space feels very. Yeah. Yeah, lighting definitely. Just gonna be adjusted a lot, but now I need to see a little. All right, let's try to get the square piece, and I think we are good. Yeah, catwalks can be very confusing. This is the piece I was working with, so I want a square piece. Is this the one? Yes. Also, the handrails are once we get the 2 modules I need, it's gonna be way easier. I know this one snapped to 50, but since I'm moving multiple pieces, let's just do it like this. Okay, that's snapping. This is also kind of strange that this one has their handrail on top and this one on the side. Let's see if we can find, yeah, these catwalks are a little complex. This one has it on the top. Okay. Am I using the same material? Material, we can figure that out. I want the square piece. Okay, there you go. Square piece with the thing on the top. Okay, I think this is the one. Okay, let's see. Hey, no, this is a Unreal Engine. I'm building a industrial environment. Figuring out these pieces here and how to connect them. Let's see, okay. Yeah, that one makes way more sense. Let's get rid of that one. The material, I think I can just copy this material here, no problem. Okay, let's get this one here. Okay. And I believe it snaps to 50 units. Okay, cool. Now we're getting some snapping. Nice. Now let's get rid of these handrails. There's no need for handrails against a wall. It's just gonna be more noisy. I do get these slots for the handrail, but whatever. Okay, now that we have this, I can go and no, the module I need is the center module. I believe the center on the right. Yeah. So if I copy this and go 50, there you go. And then I go again, and then I can just flip, and then maybe I can get a couple of them. So center and right. Nice. Now we can actually go with this. Okay, here we're gonna have this issue where it's not gonna I think I should have Oh, I should have deleted that. Because now I need to flip this. And flipping this doesn't always work, but I think I can just rotate. I wanna this one snaps a little different. We are missing a couple of units. Oh. Okay, I think that's right. And let's see. Hopefully they're working with, yes, perfectly nice. That's a very good. When you're working with 1 meter, for example, everything I'm building here is 1 meter by 1 meter. That's my grid. So most modular assets, they fit into that logic. Most of them. So I think that's gonna be very nice to work with these handrails and stuff. Because for example, if my wall if you know, like if you need to adjust a couple centimeters, then you need to scale things, and then it's not gonna match on the other end, and it's just it gets very messy. So that's very nice. Let's go 50 units. Nice. Oh, I missed this thing. Okay, cool. Let's get this one here. We can actually speed up the process a little bit by getting 2 more copies. And this one. Bloop. Okay. Yeah, the lighting of this space is gonna be very interesting. Alright, so here we don't need these two. I think right there. Nice. Okay. Yeah, just catwalks are super important because they give a lot of scale. Like you can really tell how big the space is with stairs. And okay, I got this enemy here. Yeah, the height is not correct. The height of the thing. It's mostly a shooter game, so we don't want to have it too tall, but it needs to be at least on the belly, maybe below the belly, but it's too low. I do feel like it's too low. But again, I don't want to mess with that right now because it's very time consuming to get that right. Okay, I missed. This one is not every time you change direction it snaps a little different. I'm not sure what the math is. It's like maybe 5 units. and then back 5. Good. So here it's gonna snap back to 50 units, right there and right there. Okay, cool, nice. So yeah, this could be very cool. It would be very cool to have like a PCG graph for this, so I can just spline this. It's gonna speed things up, and then I can bake it, and then I can modify it. For example, if I want like a broken catwalk or just modify one single piece, I think I can still do it, but it does require some time to build these tools. Okay, cool. Now we can just move this to the other side. Do I have something up on my computer? Like it feels laggy. All right, let's get the other one. I'm going to research on material baking. I believe this, I don't know, maybe when you package the game, maybe Unreal does that for you, kind of bakes the layers of the material together, so it's like easier for the computer to process. Maybe, I'm not sure. Okay, we have this one we don't need. Cool. Okay, here I'm missing the other ones. All right, no problem. Missed a little piece. We are snapping to 5. Okay. Do we have this repeated? Yes. Just gonna hide and Control H to unhide. Double check that we don't have anything repeated. And come on, connect. Yes, beautiful. All right, so here we have the end of the catwalk. Here we might have a piece for that. Nice. All right, let's find that piece. Oof. Is this? I believe this material might be a little bit heavy. Optimization, view mode, shader complexity. Oh, okay, it's red but not pink. Yep, layer materials absolutely not the best, but I know there's a way to bake them into a flat material. Oh, I missed the other ones. Okay. This should snap to 5. Nice. Alright, let's get a couple more. Nice. Okay, this one ends a little bit farther away than this one. Let's see if we have like a nice end to that catwalk. I think this is the piece. Yep. Okay, and this one needs to go, I think, here. Kind of. Need to find the other piece that has okay, we can use just these ones. And that snaps to this, I guess. Copy all properties from transform, paste, flip. Oh, not quite. Maybe we have another one. Wow, so many pieces. Maybe it's this one. These things. These are a little bit longer. Maybe this snaps to I just don't want to start modifying and creating new pieces. Because we don't have that many, to be honest. It needs to be this one, because the other one is too short. This one might be that one. Okay, it's just that it's not in the right spot. Okay, this I think snaps to that one. Let's see. So let's copy location, paste location, Let's push it 50 units. Totally wrong. Alright, anyways. That works. Not sure what that snaps to. Yeah, but okay. It does look slightly different. Whatever. Okay. Do, 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 do. Okay, let's see. This piece, I think it fits here. Snap into to 5. I think. Whatever. Okay, let's copy this. -50 units here. -5, -10. Okay. Nice. Here I'm gonna get just this one. Every, I don't know. Let's keep it 5. One more. It doesn't look so nice that it goes straight to the wall, but it's okay for now. Okay. This one is gonna look a little different. We are missing the little sticks there, so I'm just gonna get them from here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure where this snaps to, but okay. That's nice. It was on the grid. Cool. Nice. That snapped very, very nicely. Nice. They're gonna start using perforce in the office. Um, I mean, every place uses perforce a little different, so hopefully it's not very different from what I'm used to. Oof, getting roughly 40. Most likely because the material here. Nice. Okay, this is gonna be inside the other. There, I think there's one of those that only has one side. Okay, yeah, right here. So I think I can get rid of those details here. It's gonna look a little nicer. There you go. Sweet. So I don't have an easy way to change to select them all. Don't have a way to select them all very easily. Maybe following the outliner. So I started here. And if I go down, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Okay. Just wanna make sure that I'm not selecting the originals because I don't wanna modify anything on the template kind of demo. I wanna keep this clean so I can reference it. A wireframe. Okay, no selection there. Let's go F to focus, and I think I got it. Now I'm missing a couple more. I'm just gonna make it like this. Couple corners. Oh, that's not what I need. Nope. Nope. Right there. Okay, cool. One more. And hopefully, I hope I don't messed up. I'm probably gonna mess the corners up. So static mesh, replace. Yep, I did mess the corners. No problem. Snap 250, rotate. Yeah, that looks cleaner. Yep, these gaps go here. Bloop. Bloop. Sweet. And I think we got this corner wrong. Oh, nope, this corner does not need that. These two corners don't need any gaps. That makes sense. So we're gonna go to content browser and get this one, which is the clean one. Cool, nice. Very, very cool. Can't wait to add the pipes. Very, very symmetrical, very kind of like, But I think with the pipes we can break the symmetry and make it look nice. Yeah, it does give a lot of scale. Yeah, this medieval sword and shield definitely not. It's not gonna be part of this. Okay, so yeah, the smart thing here is to make a group. Maybe not a group, but at least a folder. So I keep actually I can do this. Right click the material, asset action, select all actors using this asset, and hide. Boom, gone. Hide. What is this? Oh, little box that I forgot about. Gone. Okay, nice. Nice. Oof, this is gonna look so nice. Crazy little maze that I got there. It's a linear maze. It's not. You cannot really get lost. Okay. Okay. So the thing here is, let's make a folder. So, oh, is this using another material? Oh, this is using an instance. Nope, we don't want that. Replace with this. Okay, cool. Hide. Nice. Let's save. Content, update redirectors. Get rid of that one. Poof. Just to keep things nice. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can select all of these. It's probably not going to do it, but let's add a little folder called I don't know, let's call it catwalk level. I mean, not very descriptive, but at least it's in a different folder. Now I like to group this, then hide, then select and see if I missed anything. And I definitely did, because this is camera based selection and it does not get everything. Even though if you're in wireframe, I do want Unreal to change that. This one goes to move to catwalk level. Control H to unhide. Shift click to select. Control G to regroup. H to hide. Double check. Did we miss any pieces? Nice. It's all in one group inside a folder, and we don't really need this group. Yeah, I just needed to put it in a folder. So on group. Now we can easily select it by going right click, select all descendants. Nice. let's get this upper catwalk. For that I need just a little okay, this has this vertical this front part. Yeah, whatever, I'm just gonna get this corner here. So again, I'm gonna select asset action, select actors using this asset. Maybe data layers for this could be even easier. All I want is this segment, and I think snap to 100. Do we have it? Yeah, I think we can do it with that. Control H, Control C, Control V. It goes inside the same folder. Very nice. Let's go here and 45. Let's get the same height. Hopefully it's already in the grid. Yes, perfect. Okay, and this one goes right there. No, let's get the corner. Yeah, let's get the corner. Perfect. Should I make a folder? No, whatever. Yeah, let's just get rid of those. Bunch of lights that yeah, the lighting will be very, very interesting. I'm not sure how I'm gonna light this up. And let's try not to have so many lights. Yeah. Okay, what do we have? Okay, we are missing this one. Oh, perfect. Just snap to 50. 10. It might be, yeah. To be honest, I think we don't need those. Nope, no, we don't need those. The catwalk is gonna hold itself with some structure. Alright, let's get this one. Let's go 50. I missed a little one there. No problem. Yeah. This snaps to 5. Okay, we have access here. Oops. here's where things get a little bit more interesting. Sweet. Oh, okay, no. One point. Hey, how's it going? Alright, we got that thing. Actually, these two can be flipped. Snap to 50. Okay, and let's get these. Okay, here. Oh, wow. Yeah, this concrete material is not very performant. Alright, definitely don't need that side, but yeah, let's copy it to the other side. I think we need this. Oh, I'm selecting something. I don't know what I'm selecting. What? What is this line around? Okay, well. The deselect drag in Unreal, I always forget that. Yeah, definitely. Here, okay, we're gonna do this differently. Snap into 5, let's get that wall. Sweet. Let's flip here. Control Alt Shift drag. Oh no, it's not like that. Control Alt drag. Yeah, it's not like I was suspected. Yeah, definitely. It is already affecting jobs. 100%. The best thing you can do as an artist or designer is to implement these workflows and tools in your own work. And try to stay up to date. The thing with these tools is that if anybody can use them and make something cool, I believe somebody who has art or design skills could use them better. So that's kind of like what motivates me a little bit. And so definitely, I mean, there's like no need to be scared about these tools, like because it's always been like that. It's always been like there's always going to be new technologies coming, but I think that definitely it's gonna allow smaller teams to create like very interesting stuff. That's what I'm excited about. Like for example, this music that I'm playing right now, it was generated with AI. But if I send this music to a music producer friend, like a musician, somebody who knows about electronic music or digital music, they can like make something very cool from this. They can like master it on like work on with it. So definitely it's gonna be a very interesting time. There's a white line. Is that the nav mesh? I think so. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm honestly excited, like about text to 3D and like the coding, AI tools, like everything that could help me make a game, by myself. That will be very cool. And there's not much. There's not much you can do besides learning these tools and start using them to improve your work. It kind of reminds me of like when Photoshop came out and like digital art, digital painting started. Like a lot of traditional illustrators were like very mad at it because you had this super crazy concept artists just producing like work way faster, and then matte painting came out and they were just photo bashing images and like creating like very very awesome images very quick, and a lot of people were mad about this, but that's what it is. Now I can just generate an image with a prompt, so that's kind of interesting. Still, I'm not going to be able to beat a industrial concept designer by any chance. I'm not going to be able to produce like a top-down, three-quarter view of a environment, like detailed with each prop and stuff, for a 3D artist to model properly. So these things, like, I think AI still cannot do those, but it's moving very fast. Like, it's moving very very fast. Definitely excited about the 3D to AI, text to 3D. Now the topology that you can generate, it's just very very messy, but again, like, there's going to be an AI that's gonna do retopologizing. Like, it's gonna do retopo, so like you're gonna get like proper topology for animation and like for everything, right? Like, topology is good for to get a proper UV map and to get a proper texturing, lighting, everything. Like, topology is super important. And so that will be amazing. Like, no need to like 3D model anymore. No need for retopology anymore. Like, that's super cool. For example, I was playing with a AI tool that you put an image of a character, like a close-up of the face, and then you give it a text and it starts speaking. So crazy, like you don't need to like even rig the character, like the facial animation, the lip sync, anything, just like drag and drop. And I was like, whoa. And the results were like very impressive, and in a couple of years, I mean, in maybe right now with like the better tools, there's no need. um, yeah, so it's gonna be very, very cool. It's gonna empower small teams to do very big things. Even solo creators will be able to really like do bigger things, I believe. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to not just tools that will help like game design, but tools that will also help performance. So now you can do crazier, more detailed environments that run and perform like better. Yeah, it's gonna be very, very interesting, and it's evolving very quick. Like, what do we have here? Oh, we need to flip those. And also just for concept, for definitely and also for concept art or just brainstorming. I love it. I love AI for brainstorming. For example, I can take a screenshot of this thing I'm looking at right now, and then I can send it to a stable diffusion I don't know, algorithm or tool, and it will add pipes and it will give me a lot of variations of what this space could look like. Then I'm like, oof, I really like this one. Let's make it into real 3D. Let's make it into something I can actually walk around and play. So yeah, definitely. It's time to embrace it. I mean, I work in a publicity agency, and they're talking about AI every day. Like every day they're like, oh, now we can make super cool videos. And I do renders for vehicles, for 3D vehicles. So now we are looking for ways in which we can like get a very good 3D render of a car and just make it move and change the environments of it. And it's very close. Like that technology, like it's getting there. I think I believe some people already have it. It's just not it's not released to the public yet. But every time a new technology comes, the older technologies are available to the people. So it's gonna be available very soon. And I've thought about this many times. Like, will I lose my job in the future? Probably. If I keep doing what I'm doing now, most likely I'm gonna lose my job. So yeah, that's the only thing you can do. Like really try to learn those tools and see how How can you compete? And to be honest, there's going to be need for less people doing these things in the future. So creative positions are going to get more scarce, and it's going to be harder to work for somebody else. In the other hand, like I said before, like smaller teams will be able to create bigger things. So I'm not sure how that is going to balance. Yeah, it's a tough topic. All right. Okay, we need just a line here, and I think we are good with this. Catwalk. For example, like it will be crazy just to have an AI assistant inside Unreal and tell it like, hey, can you just snap this rail to the end of the wall? And it'll be like, yes. That's it. It understands like how many units it needs to go. It understands exactly how the other ones are placed. Oh, we need to change this thing. Oh, okay, I see. I mean, and I'm sure we are not so far from that. Like an AI that can analyze your whole game project and be like, oh, can you add like a drone enemy that hovers over these obstacles and throws missiles at the player, and it just creates that code for you. Maybe not the cleanest code, maybe not the most optimized, but it works, and you're like, whoa, that will be crazy. And it's coming. For sure. Alright, we need to flip some of this. Here we need the ones that have double. These ones. Oh. Ooh, it's kind of bugging out. Okay, there you go. Let's get these ones here. These are kind of hard to select. We don't need the corner. Let's replace. Nice. Now it makes sense. Alright, so we got this room. Looks very nice, but it's very symmetrical, and symmetry, it's very boring, so we need to change that. Also, this shape is very boring. Let's actually change that here. Let's replace that. Model, poly edit. Let's get this bottom. Go up. I want to snap these to. Where's the snapping? They changed this. Oh, there, it's here. Well, that's a little hidden. Snap to 100. 100 up. It's okay. Yeah, let's leave it there. What I need is just to make this bigger. Scale 1. There you go. That's a way more interesting shape. Maybe we can go double. That's too much. Pivot point, let's put it on the bottom. UVs, project UVs, box reset. Let's get this and change it here. Boop. And we need to move it a little bit because the pivot changed, so I think it was something like this. These towers are very just so I can stay on the grid. Very ugly towers. It's okay, I'm gonna think about that. I wanna keep the same kind of like tilted design. Yeah, maybe it needs to have something like this. It will be very cool. I do like this entrance a lot. Very brutalist architecture, like yeah, it feels like it's gonna like fall. Maybe not like it's gonna fall, but like very imposing. Okay, nice, we got that. Wow, 3 hours. 3 hours, and I only changed like a couple of textures, added a little box and a catwalk. Damn, that's very little progress. Yeah. Yep, these guys, I'm gonna give them a riot shield and some kind of like electric kind of like maze. I'm not sure how to call them. Like a stick, like sci-fi stick with electricity. Again, the handrail, not the right. We need to make it taller. They don't really want to do it now. Looks kind of strange. All right, so I like live streaming because I can really tell how much time something takes. I mean, how much time does it take me to do it, and also what happened during that time. Kind of nice to record yourself. Wow, that looks crazy. Without any detail, just like big wall. Some weird textures here. All right, let's make this. Let me get this thing as well, so we get the full picture of the room. So Control B to browse, D to duplicate, X form, bake transform, accept, outliner, I mean details. Oh, wait. Control B, Control D, yep. Replace. This one, there you go. Now bake it. Okay, cool. Now let's get the texture, place it. UVs, project UV, box reset. Nice, so now we have the same scale, texel density on this, and here. Wait, Control H to unhide. Nope, Control H. I want to select this one. That's strange. Okay, it was selecting through a solid wall. Okay, yeah, let's try to get this one as well. Control B, Control D. Yeah, if I had a triplanar texture, I shouldn't be doing that. I can just use the same box and scale it all over. But I do really like this texture. That's the only reason I'm doing this. Bake transform. Wait. Replace it here. Okay. Replace it. Project UVs. Okay. Yeah, definitely a triplanar material will definitely make this easier. There you go. Bake. No. Replace. Bake. UVs. All right. Is that the same wall? Yeah, the issue with this is that I'm using the same box everywhere. So if I, for this texture to look nice, I need to bake it. So the scale values will make the other instances change. So kind of need to do this if I want to use this material as it is. So many walls. Yeah, AI definitely. It's evolving very fast. I believe that Google, Amazon, and like these big companies, they have like crazy tools that we are not aware of yet. And it's gonna take some time for these tools to be publicly available. Also, who knows what, like, you know, the government has. Yeah, who knows what China has or Russia has. That's crazy. Maybe they got some crazy AI tools. Okay. Bake. UV reset. There you go. Yeah, this process that I'm making right now, it's a little repetitive and annoying. There you go. It's just because I really like how this concrete looks. All right. It's kind of hard to tell if these are the same. No, they're not. I guess at the end it won't really matter if I merge the whole structure together, like. I mean, get the material, 1, 2, 3, assign. Boop. Nice. Just really reacts nicely to the light. I really like this material. Yeah, and it's styling, but styling in a kind of interesting way. Boxes. I believe I have those boxes already here, so I need to replace them whenever possible. Uh, okay, then this one is the cube, 2 by 2. I think I got it here. Let's put it there. Reset, scale, rotation, and here we have 4 by 2, so we can build it with this. Poof, reset, rotate, push. Nice. So with this texture, I can just assign, bloop, and then push this one here, right there. We can leave this little thing here. That's okay. And let's assign here. Boop. Nice. Hey, how is it going? It's been a long time since I stream. Yeah, I'm trying to really focus on a small area on this thing. So basically, it goes here. You start down. Then you go up, around. It's kind of linear. Actually, let's play. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know what my obsession is. Like I've asked myself that before. Like, hey, how is it going, Cody? Yeah, I think you were on some live stream before. Yeah, I don't know what my obsession is. I sometimes ask myself that, like, what is it that makes me like want to make a game so badly? Like, I don't know. It's kind of I cannot really answer that question. It's kind of like I want to kind of like see if it's possible, if I'm actually able to do at least like a small level. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Also, there's this other factor, like kind of want to make something to play with my cousin. Like, since the day that he asked me, like, hey, can you do something multiplayer, I mean, that really stuck with me. I was like, I mean, I should be able to do something, like at least something very simple. And since that day, I just got very obsessed with like trying to make a some kind of like co-op experience. I appreciate it. Yeah. Another aspect that really motivates me, it's the real-time aspect of Unreal Engine. Like, since I'm a 3D artist, I haven't done much 3D art lately. I've been doing like more like building levels, kind of like using Legos and kind of like building stuff. But like the interaction part of things, like it really, oh yeah, that camera blocks my view. That's a big problem. Yeah, just making something look very nice, but actually make it like interactable, like that. That's something very interesting. Like I really like mechs, and I want to make some cool enemies and those I wanna like kit bash and really like make, you know, try to make very original, like, and it would be awesome to like have like a some kind of like some cool boss mechanics. And I know that's rough. That's a difficult thing to do, but like imagine like your art, like your own mech, just fighting your own art kind of thing. That kind of like really motivates me. Like entering like this super huge industrial area and like this just mechs. This mech gets like uncovered, and it's like, oh nice. I kit bash that thing, or I model part of that thing. I textured that thing, and now I can fight it. Like, wow, that's. And then if I can share that with like, you know, a couple of friends, or like, you know, maybe like 2 or 3 people, and we can like fight this mech boss, that will be awesome. you have you done that project in which you're creating the river dam? Yes, that's part of the swamp environment. I was having some issues with level instancing and world partition and data layers, and I'm still learning those things, and I messed up some stuff, and I decided to break the environments in two. So I want to have a desert and a swamp environment in separate levels. So that other level, I think it's on my other project. Do I have it here? Yeah, it's closed now, but I want to well, now basically the main goal is test all the game mechanics. Make like this tiny area look very nice, and this is going to be in a desert. And I have all the project files from the other, you know, the other stuff I've done, so I can just copy and paste and move it here. But the main priority right now is to make something very small, very nice, and test the game mechanics. No, English is not my native language. It's my native language is Spanish. I was born here in Costa Rica. Oh, yeah, it's getting little, getting frame drops. So yeah, I know Spanish, English, and Ukrainian because my parents are from Ukraine, and I learned from, you know, from them. They talk to me in Ukrainian. So yeah, sometimes I mean, most of the time I get little stuck looking for words. Also, I think if I will be talking about these topics in Spanish, I might also get stuck just trying to express those thoughts. Okay, so we got this little area, very symmetrical. Okay, we got the walls, so now we don't see a little bit there. We're gonna actually, let's get that one. Bake transform. UV's project, UV's box reset, and let's just give it the material. Nice. All right. So now this is my favorite part. I learned English from school. Primary school, secondary school. We had like an English class, not very strong, right? But my dad sent me to private classes, so it was for a for a teenager. It was a little. I didn't like it at first, right? Like Thursdays after school, going to English classes, I was like, but then I started getting a little better and better, and I was starting to get better than my my other friends in school, in my secondary school, and I was improving. And then my dad sent me to Pennsylvania. He wanted me to study physical therapy. So I said, yeah, it's okay, let's go. And then I took some biology classes that I really enjoyed. I was like, I went to this physical therapy talk, let's say. So this doctor was talking about his experience and like stuff, and I quickly realized that was not my personality type. Like, he was kind of like very calm, very serious, very cold, and I was like, I always been very creative, and I was like, I'm not sure if that's my thing. And my mom said like, hey, why don't you go take some art classes? Since you are there, they have an art department, go check it out. And when I entered the art department in Arcadia University, in Glenside, Pennsylvania, very cool small university, super expensive, like crazy expensive, Jesus Christ, especially for foreigners. I entered this art building, and I was like, damn, I like this stuff. So I took some drawing classes, and then after 1 year, I was not really sure what I was going to do. There was like a scientific illustration, but again, like, I saw the illustrations in the biology books, and most of them were 3D renders, and I was like, I'm not sure about this. And I talked to my dad, and I was like, I think I'm just wasting your money. Like, this is too expensive, and I'm not sure I'm gonna like do anything with this. And he was like, yeah, it's okay, let's go back to Costa Rica and see what can we do here. So my aunt, she was the director of interior design in a design school here, and she told me, hey, why don't you take this this class that introduces people to design, and then you can choose what branch you want to focus on. So it was like a very basic, I think 8-month course, where they teach you like almost any, like all types of design. Like, they show you a little bit of architecture, they show you graphic design, they show you photography, video, they show you a little bit of 3D. Well, they kind of like, they don't teach you these things, but they show you what these things are kind of like about, and they show you some design principles which you can apply on any of these branches. So I quickly realized that I wanted to be a 3D artist. I was like, 3D artists, they do kind of like everything. They do photography, they do video, they do fashion design, architecture, they do all these other branches of design, all these other disciplines you can incorporate into 3D, because 3D is basically you're trying to like replicate something else, right? You're kind of like a chameleon, right? You're just trying to copy something else. So I said, well, that's what I want. and I met somebody that showed me their work and showed me their like 3D sculptures, and like I was like hooked on it. I was like, whoa, that's super cool. It really reminds me of me being a kid just playing with Legos and stuff, and I really want to do stuff like that. And then I started studying 3D animation, and I really liked it, but I was not taking it too seriously. I got a job doing visuals for music events, and that kind of like distracted me from university. So I was going to class, and I was like, doing enough to pass, but not doing enough to be good at it, right? So it was until I got to my graduation project where I was like, I really got into Unreal Engine, and I was like, whoa, this is super cool. Like, I wanna learn more about Unreal. Let's do some photogrammetry, and like let's create some environments. And that's what my graduation project was about. And the professors liked it a lot, and they gave me the I graduated with honors because I made like a tutorial, like how do you call it, like a handbook explaining the whole process of photogrammetry and how to build an environment in Unreal Engine. Very, very basic stuff that you can Google, right? Like very, very basic. But they really liked it because I introduced a lot of other students to Unreal Engine. And yeah, I mean, all my 3D jobs have been in Unreal Engine. Like, I haven't gotten any other job besides Unreal. That was crazy, yeah. Actually, my first 3D job was making 3D environments, just putting them together, right? Like kit bashing 3D environments for a green screen backgrounds. That was my first ever like 3D Unreal job. Then I got a blockout job for a indie studio in Germany, making blockouts just like what I'm doing now, just cubes, stuff like this. And after that, I got some freelance work, also related to Unreal. Some of it was texturing, some of it was kit bashing. Not everything for Unreal, but then I got another Unreal job, which is a car rendering. So that's what I'm doing now. And actually, my contract ends at the end of the month, so I might be unemployed by the end of the month, which is kind of nice because I do have some savings and I just want to work on my own projects for a while. So I'm kind of happy about it. But who knows? Maybe they will extend me. You never know. They kind of tell you like from one day to the other. Yes, I'm living in Costa Rica. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it will be so nice. Like, it will be so nice to do something. You know, like have my own studio or my own thing in the future. That'll be super nice. So that's why I'm like excited about AI, because I can build like a very small team and we can do something very, very cool. Yeah, I would like to visit India for sure. Definitely need to find some friends. So I can have like some kind of like some kind of tourist guide. And I do like Indian food. Obviously, what we get here in Costa Rica might not be so authentic, um, but I do like Indian food a lot. Maybe it's not as spicy as it is originally is, but more like Americanized kind of like style. But we do have some cool restaurants here, and it seems that like the people that work there are from India, and some of them just speak Hindi, I think it is. So that's kind of cool. I'm looking for this. Let's add some pipes to this thing. Okay, this is the coolest thing. Let's decorate this a little bit. Got some very cool props. Some of these are very kind of like big props for these are not like for interiors. These are made for outdoors. So let's see if we can find something that might look interesting here and that makes sense inside the building. I appreciate it. Yeah, well, right now, right now, since I don't like have a full-time job, it's I'm trying to just save as much as possible, just to don't stress much about it, so I don't need to, like, for example, stress about like looking for a job as soon as okay. Is this nanite? Uh-huh. Okay, I'm gonna disable nanite because these are super low poly, and I believe nanite is not working very good for this. Might not be necessary. But yeah, I'll nice. Yeah, I heard that since it's a huge country, like I believe like there's different languages. Yeah, here in Costa Rica, most people speak Spanish, and a lot of people know English, at least like a very basic level. So, because we get a lot of tourists from the United States, Canada, from a lot of different places, like Europe as well. Wow, it's been almost 4 hours. Nice. I haven't done a long stream in a while. Oh, okay, it's 2. Yeah, it's time to have some lunch. Let's add a couple pipes here. Yeah, so I've been having some issues with the AI enemies. They get stuck in the nav mesh. They get 2 p.m. You mean AM? because here is 2 p.m. right now. So in India it should be 2 a.m. I think we have 12 hours of difference. Like, I think so. Ya, prima. Te vamos a saludar. Nice. Yeah, AM. That's what I thought. It was too sunny. I think I can open up this. Let's see. All right. Well, this might take a little bit. I'm not sure if I should just, yeah, probably. I don't even know what this is. This is some, I believe, Ukrainian grain. It's called grechka. It's some kind of wheat, very very nutritional, and this is some kind of meat, meatballs or something like that. Yeah, that's a good thing about staying with my parents, because if I were renting an apartment, like when I was working, now I work from home, but when I was working in the office, I was renting this apartment and I was just eating like instant noodles and stuff like that. Terrible. So that's a good thing about living with my parents. And also just saving a lot of cash. And the best thing is driving. Like, I don't like driving. Like, there's too much traffic in the morning and the afternoon. It's just like at least 1 hour to maybe 1 to 2 hours per day driving. That's 10 hours per week. 40 per month stuck in traffic. That's just crazy. And I understand, like, some people need to do it, but my job is digital, so I'm so happy that I don't need to drive. Nice. Yeah, most countries have that culture. Most countries. It really, I mean, it really doesn't make much sense. I understand sometimes you do want to live by yourself, sometimes you don't, you know, your family can be annoying, or the space in the house might be small and you need your space. I totally understand. But if you have like a big enough space, and your parents are cool and stuff, there's actually no need to move. For example, today my dad was trying to do something in the computer. He needed to do some paperwork in the computer, and he wouldn't be able to do that by himself. I needed to download this software, and then the computer was telling me that it was a virus. I needed to download this thing and scan it with the antivirus, and then install this software, and then a bunch of things that I'm sure he wouldn't be able to do. So I'm pretty happy that I am able to be here for those instances, like those things that they need help with. So that's kind of cool. Also, my grandmother is a little old and she doesn't live here, but she comes like every 2-3 days. So it's nice to be able to help. Um, yeah. Yeah, and just the food. I mean, like I used to eat so bad, like Jesus. It was like instant noodles or ordering a hamburger or going downstairs because I used to live like on top of a small supermarket, so I used to get like tiny, tiny things. Um, all right, see you later. Yeah, I'm actually finishing the stream pretty soon. Yeah, probably this might take a while. I think I should probably just cut it here. Also, my food is so my food doesn't get cold. Yeah, let's cut it here. It's been 3:45 minutes. 3 hours and 45 minutes. All right. Thank you, everybody.